Now, from the station on your side, this is WAVY News 10.
Trouble at a local jail. A man paying for his crime with time has an unexpected turn of events.
He gets out too early, weeks ahead of schedule, and it has us asking how that could have happened. Well, it's bad enough that this reportedly happened, but folks, this isn't even the first time.
It stirred our memories and archives of another incident a little more than 2 years ago. In this case, James Lee was supposed to get out of the Newport News jail on March 28th. Instead, his wife got the call on Monday that he was out. It raised questions with her and with us. Only 10 on your side, Andy Fox has a look at what in the world happened. Andy.
Yeah, we're here at the Newport News City Jail, and we're asking a lot of questions. James Lee is back in the jail tonight because he came back here and turned himself in. A wrong release, and it's not the first time it's happened either. This is a picture of James and Denise Lee. Only problem, when this picture was taken Monday night, James Lee was supposed to be in the Newport News City Jail. Even Denise was confused.
I said, babe, I'm excited. I'm not going to put too much pressure, but I'm like, you told them that your release date was the 28th. He said yes. He told them repeatedly that it must be some mix-up or something like that.
The Newport News Jail wrongly released James Lee, even though he told deputies he shouldn't be released.
He even asked the officer. He was like, well, am I going to get in trouble because I'm being released? They said, well, you're not releasing yourself. Basically saying, no, we're releasing you so we know what we're doing.
In reality, deputies didn't know what they were doing. They did not realize Lee had lost good time behavior credit due to a fight at another facility. Sheriff Gabe Morgan sent this statement about the mistake. Due to the infraction that changed his release date to March 28, 2016, the classification clerk did not see the updated calculation, and Mr. Lee was released based on his good time calculations. After the wrong Monday release, Lee was contacted by the jail, and he immediately returned. He refused to do an interview for this report.
Said that they told him that they had made a mistake and he would have to come in and finish out his sentence. And I was just like, wow, like this happening again.
Denise remembers when we confronted Sheriff Gabe Morgan in October 2013 after he wrongly released Hampton resident Eric Nixon.
Clearly nothing's changed. They must haven't fixed the problem. You would think they fixed the problem then, because that could have been serious.
Denise Lee showed us the website. It was real easy to tell when he was supposed to be released. It says right here he's supposed to be released on March 28th, right here on the Department of Corrections website. That's the latest from Newport News. Andy Fox, 10 on your side.
Wow, Andy, and you can see more about this story and the Eric Nixon case that he was talking about on WAVY.com.
Also tonight, a gorgeous spring day across Hampton Roads after a gloomy Monday and a half and half Tuesday. The sun was out, the temperatures hit a record, and people across the area got outside to enjoy it, just like this scene in downtown Norfolk. But I'm here with Chief Meteorologist Dawn Slater, who says those toasty temps are on the way down, unfortunately, Dawn.
Yeah, and thank goodness you said that, not me. Toasty temperatures. Here's a look at what's going on. With that record, they are on their way down, and that's going to happen this evening. The old record was 84 degrees, set back in 1945, and the new record, 303 this afternoon, was 86 degrees. So we got very, very nice warm day for the day today. You can see a little bit of cloud cover on the horizon right through here. The sun is awfully blinding. We can see some of that cloud cover that's moving on in. That's associated with a cold front that'll move on in during the evening hours. Here's where we were during the day today at 85 at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But between the lines here, we ended up with 86 degrees and a little bit after 3 o'clock this afternoon. So very, very unusually warm. 58 is the normal high temperature for this time of year. We're not going to see any more record heat coming up in the next several days. It'll step its way on down into the weekend. And by Sunday, we'll see high temperatures coming up into the 40s. And that's it. And in the long run, Saturday night and Sunday look very, very interesting. I'll show you what I mean. There's a long-range forecast model that I just updated just before I went on the air now, and I'll be able to have a little more time to show it to you. It'll be coming up in just a few minutes, so stay with us for the full forecast.
All right, Dawn, and remember, you can always keep track of temperatures hour by hour on the WAVY weather app.
Now to Chesapeake, where tense times at a mobile home park ended with a man in custody. It started at a trailer on Ike Street. Officers say they smelled marijuana coming from his home, but the guy inside wouldn't come out. So 10 on your side's Aaron Kelly was first on the scene and has the very latest. Aaron?
I talked to a woman who identified herself as that man's mother. She said she had been talking to him and he had wanted to end this peacefully.
I mean, it's just something that just don't normally happen. Because, like I said, it's usually peaceful back there.
Patricia Lowe says Wednesday morning she noticed something was going on outside her window in the Edmonds Corner mobile home community. She snapped these photos.
And then we seen them going from behind trailers, and they had guns, and next thing I know, SWAT teams out here, it looked like.
Chesapeake police say officers smelled marijuana coming from a home after they were in the area for an unrelated call for a possible burglary at a different location.
They were saying, Chesapeake police, come out and talk to us. We have a search warrant in hand.
But even with a search warrant, Officer Kelly O'Sullivan says the man wouldn't come out.
We do not know that he's armed. Of course, we treat the situation as if he is. We look into the background. We talk to neighbors. So we, of course, take every precaution necessary.
Chesapeake police say an armored vehicle from Norfolk broke a window in the man's home to establish communication with him. After that, he came out.
I feel a whole lot better. Now I just need to get back in my trailer and check on my dog, and then I'll feel a whole lot better.
Now, police have not said what charges the man is facing or what they found in his home. Aaron Kelly, 10 on your side.
A big follow-up now on an unsolved murder in Portsmouth. Police say they now have their man, and he was actually coming back into town. 43-year-old Kenyon Harris was picked up for the killing of a man on High Street in Portsmouth. 23-year-old Terrence Hoggard and another man were shot outside Roger Brown's on High Street Thanksgiving morning. Hoggard was killed. Harris was on a plane from Charlotte to Norfolk when he was caught.
Only on 10, we're hearing from the mother of a young man who was killed in Suffolk last week. It's a story that we first brought you Friday night when 23-year-old Aaron Hunter was shot to death at the Wilson Pines Apartments. Today, Hunter's mother spoke only to 10 on your side's Liz Kilmer. She says that her son was full of life. He was a talented musician who loved to make people laugh. She tells us that she wouldn't wish the pain she feels on anyone.
And when I got the call on that night, I felt my son's spirit leave my body. It was like a cold feeling. I would never forget it. It was like a cold feeling, like somebody just poured ice all over my body.
2 teenagers are facing charges in the homicide, 19-year-old Mandocious Rivers and a 17-year-old. The surprising message Hunter's mother has for the suspects tonight on WAVY News 10 at 10 and 11.
Newport News police, meanwhile, are trying to track down the driver that hit a disabled man. It happened this morning near the intersection of Peninsula Drive and Jefferson Avenue. Police say a man in a wheelchair was sitting on the sidewalk with his leg sticking into traffic when a red Mustang hit his leg. That man suffered a minor injury.
It appears an unintended candle sparked an early morning fire in Virginia Beach. It happened on North Witch Duck Road. Crews say that the mother woke up to smoke early this morning and rushed her 2 children and another adult out of the door. 1 firefighter was hurt battling the fire but should be okay. The family of 4 is staying with nearby relatives.
Still to come on WAVY News 10 at 6, one-on-one with Portsmouth's new police chief on what she needs to be doing with the department and the city's issues going forward. Plus,
I'm Deanna LeBlanc with another tunnel toll problem. A man called 10 on your side. He got all these toll bills, but that's not his license plate on the bill. He says his car's never even been through the tunnel.
And in sports, we're in Raleigh for a preview of tomorrow's March Madness matchup between UVA and Hampton.
and we're not quite done with the cooler weather. Don's forecast into the Shamrock Marathon weekend as we continue on this Wednesday night.
Angry and frustrated. That's what the grieving family of a fallen soldier felt when they were denied death benefits. Months after exposing a legal loophole, 10 on Your Side has an important update. Thursday on WAVY News 10 at 6.
Weather at Hampton Roads can change in an instant. What starts out as a raindrop could easily become a storm. You need a forecast that's simple and direct. It's about preparing you. It's about keeping you safe. Super Duper 10 on your side.
Toyota's One for Everyone sales event is on now with great deals on your favorite Toyotas. But hurry, this event ends April 4th. Now lease a Corolla with zero due at signing or buy with 0% APR. Toyota, let's go places.
Make yourself at home. Home is where the heart is. There's no place like home. When it's time to move to your new home, it's time to call Harrison's Moving and Storage. Since 1956, families have trusted Harrison's with their moves from beginning to end, from packing and shipping to delivery. Harrison's is locally owned, and we take pride in always delivering what we promise. Harrison's, the worldwide, world-class moving company. It's good to be home again.
We asked our Mercedes-Benz customers about their experience at Tysinger.
There's a culture at Tysinger to really take care of the client as a whole.
That's the Tysinger difference.
There's never any pressure. We're here to help people find solutions that work for them.
For a limited time, lease a new CLA 250 for only $329 a month, or a new GLC 300. It's just $439 a month. Plus Tysinger's pickup and delivery service.
The Tysinger Automotive Family, just off I-64 in Hampton, or at tysinger.com.
This week at Grand Furniture, buy a select living room, dining room, or bedroom for just $14.99 and get another room absolutely free. One beautiful room for $14.99 is a great deal, but two? Now that's a grand deal. Or choose no interest for up to 4 years. Everyone gets credit at Grand. Apply online at grandfurniture.com. For your best deals, there's great. And then there's grand. Through Monday at Grand Furniture.
Toyota's One for Everyone sales event is on now with great deals on your favorite Toyotas. But hurry, this event ends April 4th. Now, buy a Sienna with 0% APR or $1,500 cash back from Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
Closed captioning is sponsored by Michael & Son. From the station on your side, you're watching WAVY News 10 at 6.
It's been 3 weeks on the job for New Portsmouth Police Chief Tanya Chapman.
And tonight we are now hearing her plans to cut down on crime. Chapman wants to change the way her officers patrol the city. She plans to have officers permanently stationed in assigned areas. It'd be very similar to cities that have precincts. She hopes her officers can then interact with residents and develop strong bonds.
We need to build those trusting relationships with the community in order for them to trust us and to speak up on crimes. And that's the way we're going to be able to solve crimes.
Chapman says she would like to have the community patrolling started by May 1st.
Next at 6, another billing battle with ERC. See why one man says they're way off when it comes to a toll bill and why he called 10 on your side to handle it.
And right now on WAVY.com, what you need to know about Supreme Court nominee Merrick Garland. NBC Nightly News has reaction to the announcement and the opposition he faces coming up at 6:30.
There's a lot to see at Nissan now. Award-winning safety, reimagined design, and premium interiors. 5 exciting new models. This is Nissan Now.
Choose the 2016 Nissan Altima and save up to $2,500 or save up to $1,250 on a 2015 Nissan Sentra. Get your new Nissan now. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com.
Protect your home from termites. Contact Home Paramount Pest Control today for a free inspection. Call 888-888-HOME or visit homeparamount.com.
Having trouble with your plumbing? Don't worry, call A1 American. Call 425-2400 today and get $50 off any plumbing or air conditioning repair. And remember, we're not just A1, we're A1 American.
Priority has 0 reasons for you to buy a car from us right now. Like 0% financing at every dealership on every make and model. 0 down on more than 1,000 cars and trucks. 0 payments for 3 whole months. 0 cost for oil changes and state inspections for life. 0 worries about your engine lasting for life. What do all those zeros add up to? 0 reasons to ever buy anywhere else. The Big Zero Sale at all Priority dealerships.
For a limited time at Merchants, buy 2 tires, get 2 free instantly when you purchase our value installation package. Choose from these top tire brands. Buy 2 tires, get 2 free. Only at Merchants Tire and Auto Service Centers.
Never clean out your gutters again. Leaf Guard by Starling Guttering. WAVY's expert on your side.
Hi, I'm a product specialist at Checkered Flag.
Look at you all relaxed. Selling cars is about pressure.
Yeah, baby, the hard sell. Negotiate until they break.
That's so wrong. At Checkered Flag, customers get the negotiation-free low price right up front.
Bah, you gotta work the deal to make the dough, Daddy-O.
Checkered Flag's product specialists aren't paid on commission. They just want to make customers happy.
Happy schmappy.
I must have missed something. Checkered Flag. Fast, simple, smart.
You're watching WAVY News 10 at 6 with Tom Shad, Anita Blanton, Chief Meteorologist Don Slater, and Bruce Rader with sports.
Well, if there was a day in March to be at the beach, this was it.
Nice.
A lot more people will be down there for the Shamrock Marathon weekend, but the heat won't be there for the race. Dawn has a cool down in the forecast. It's coming up in just a moment. You know, we're now more than 2 years into paying tolls at the tunnels, and you're still sending us some of the most bizarre stories about billing issues for drivers.
In this case, the man who emailed us says he's gotten several notices to pay up, but his license plate doesn't match the one on the bill. 10 on your side's Deanna LeBlanc is on toll patrol tonight.
Tim Gibson called us because he got not just toll bills, but late notices as well, and he's afraid his credit score could be impacted for a car going through this tunnel that he had nothing to do with. Every day, 100,000 cars go through the downtown tunnel, but not one of those cars belongs to Tim Gibson.
I've never been through it with my car.
Yet somehow, he keeps getting these toll bills.
What the heck's going on here?
He says the license plate snapped by the ERC cameras is not his.
I'm thinking, did somebody steal my identity? Did, you know, where do they get their information from?
But turns out the problem is more simple than that. An ERC computer made an error. Take a look. The first 3 letters on the license plate of the car that really went through the tunnel match the first 3 letters on Gibson's plate. A spokeswoman says the computer may have basically read the rest of the plate wrong.
We are currently updating the algorithms to kind of help better train the computer, if you will, to teach it to read better.
ERC did void the bill after Gibson called in October, but he kept getting billed for more tunnel trips in December and January. Rice says that could be because the computer, once again, made an assumption.
The character reader said, oh, I know this, yeah, I know this license plate, and it automatically assumed it was the one it had found before.
Therefore, it sends the bill to the address it thinks the license plate is still linked to, and Rice says unlinking it isn't as easy.
I'm not really sure how it gets eliminated entirely, and I'm not sure if there's a way to flag it. I have brought that to the attention of the tolling manager.
She says it's not a common error, but it can happen. Gibson, though, feels there should be a way to fix it long before he had to worry about his credit score or identity theft.
I just couldn't get the right answers. Matter of fact, I couldn't get any answers from them.
Now, as for the person those bills really belong to, well, they may never have to pay them. Layla Rice says that's because ERC cannot bill someone for a toll that's older than 60 days. In Portsmouth, I'm Deanna LeBlanc, 10 on your side.
Well, if you run into toll bill problems, you can email ERC customer service or fill out a dispute form on their website. If that doesn't work, email us at 10onyourside@wavy.com and we'll look into it.
Now, your Super Doppler 10 forecast with Chief Meteorologist Don Slater.
And we're going to look at temperatures first, then we're going to get into the big changes coming on in. Obviously, today has just been a banner day. Beautiful, beautiful weather. You can hardly see any cloud cover, but a little bit of thin cloud cover has started moving in and starting to become more visible as the sun gets lower in the sky. Coming up at 10 and 11 tonight, we'll take this tower cam time lapse and continue it all the way into the setting sun. So I think we'll have a brilliant sunset and a brilliant end of the day. Now, here's what's going on. 75 in Newport News, 81. It was 78 last hour in Norfolk, but we hit a high temperature today. Well, let's have a look. There it was, 86 degrees at 3:03 this afternoon. The old record was 84, set back in 1945. So we really popped on up there. Otherwise, temperatures mostly into the mid-80s. A couple of places that have seen a sea breeze kick on in that we'll show you here in just a second. 85, well, really, it was 86. It hasn't updated quite yet, but most of the temperature readings were around 85 degrees for the day today. Current temperature reading 68 in Hampton, 85 degrees. In Virginia Beach, 86, 82, 84, 75 degrees. In Newport News, a wider view of things. You can see some cooler airs come in off the Chesapeake Bay, and some areas there's a sea breeze farther to the south across the Outer Banks. But most of us in this Hampton Road cities into the 85-degree range for the day today. And you can see again where that sea breeze is. A northeast wind here, northeast, but west and southwest. So that's where the real heat is. You can see that continues on up into here. One thing to note on this wide view, southwest wind yet into the Farmville area, but starting to flip on over a little bit toward Danville. There's a cool front out there, and that cool front is going to move its way on through just a little bit later on tonight. Right now, it's right about into here. By 9 o'clock, it'll sweep on through, start to cool our temperatures on down a little bit. We'll see a few clouds of that into the setting sun tonight. Here's where things are during the day tomorrow. 86 degrees today, 13 degrees cooler tomorrow, but still 73. Very comfortable for tomorrow afternoon. As we are tomorrow evening, go through the overnight hours and into Friday, and we're looking at a west-southwest breeze, westerly breeze, as we are at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 67. But right at the top of your screen, there's another layer of colder air that's dropping in by the end of the day on Friday, and that'll really cool things off coming up for the weekend. Now, we're going to pick up where we left off with the medium-range forecast model and take you all the way through the weekend. Now, there's still wiggle room as far as what this is going to do. Now, I just updated this just before we went on the air at 6 o'clock tonight, and it's updated things for Saturday evening and into Sunday. It's got a little bit more rain by the end of the day coming up by Saturday. Look at how cool it is. There's even a little bit of a mixture starting to pop on in to parts of the area during the overnight hours and into Sunday morning. There's where things are by Sunday at the noon hour. And again, still lots of wiggle room as far as what this forecast model is saying and what other forecast models are saying. There's one forecast model that just says a little bit of rain and nothing real big. There's another forecast model that agrees with this. So again, we'll have to watch what goes on into the weekend. It is still March, and we could still get some snow, but it's too early to really lock this in and say, yeah, it's going to snow coming up on Saturday night and Sunday. So you want to watch each day on into the weekend, and we'll let you know what's going on. 70 at 9 o'clock, but it cools off pretty rapidly once that cool front drops on through, and it will be cooler tomorrow, but still not bad. 73 degrees again for a high temperature after a record-breaking day today. 73 tomorrow, 67 Friday, as we are Saturday around 50 with some rain at the end of the day. Still calling for rain, still 40s so far coming up on Sunday, but again, stay tuned on that one. I'll have forecast model updates for you coming up tonight at 10 and 11.
Hampton University looking to make a little history tomorrow when the 16-seed Pirates take on #1 seed Virginia. Nathan Epstein joins us from the NCAA basketball tournament in Raleigh next on the Sports Wrap.
This area has grown up a lot in the past 40 years. At Hall Automotive, we've grown up with it. And right now, you can trade up with our vehicle upgrade program. Get more for your trade-in without upgrading your payment. Hall Automotive, Newport News, Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, and Elizabeth City.
That's what I like. Start your next adventure in a Ford SUV.
Just what I want.
And right now, Ford Explorer, Edge, and Escape are available with 0% financing for 60 months. Ford SUVs, designed to help you be unstoppable. No wonder Ford is America's best-selling brand.
That's what I need.
Get an Escape with 0% financing for 60 months plus $2,000 trade assist or lease for just $189 a month.
That's what I like.
See your local Ford dealer today.
That's what I need.
What's the most awarded car company of the year? Ranking from top to bottom.
Luxury cars seem like they would be top awarded.
Better be some awards behind what you're paying for, right?
The final answer? Chevy, the most awarded car company 2 years in a row.
Wow, it's like a luxury car.
I was shocked. I mean, it's like, this is Chevy?
Current qualified GM lessees can get a sign and drive lease on this Chevy Cruze Limited for around $179 per month. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
We know there are a lot of things riding on your flight. Stress shouldn't be one of them. Welcome to the new and always improving Norfolk International Airport. From check-in to your gate and every destination in between, we're working hard to make it quick and easy for you to get from here to there in no time. It's a great day to fly. Start your journey with us at takeorf.com.
During the Lexus Command Performance Sales event,
For 3.
there's always cause for celebration. With extraordinary offers on the visionary LS, the generously appointed ES, and the new 8-passenger LX.
Lets it fly.
Because thrills like this only happen during the Command Performance Sales event. Lease the 2016 ES 350 for $339 a month for 36 months, and we'll make your first month's payment. See your Lexus dealer.
This area has grown up a lot in the past 40 years. At Hall Automotive, we've grown up with it. And right now, you can trade up with our vehicle upgrade program. Get more for your trade-in without upgrading your payment. Hall Automotive, Newport News, Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, and Elizabeth City.
It is the eve of the NCAA basketball tournament, and local fans are focused on a game in the Midwest Regional. Virginia against Hampton University. I'm Bruce Rader. A 16 seed has never beaten a 1 seed in the NCAA tournament, but the Hampton Pirates truly believe they can make history tomorrow afternoon. Nathan Epstein watched them practice today, and he joins us from Raleigh with the latest.
History not on the side of Hampton University. First of all, they've never beaten UVA, 0-7 all time. And second of all, a 16 seed has never upset a number 1. But the Pirates have 3 seniors who feel like there's never a better time to make history.
I mean, it's March Madness. Anything can happen, and I feel like this is a year, where an upset can, 16 could be the number 1.
Hampton University Pirates.
Hampton finished with the top offense in the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, led by 2 of the top scorers in the conference, Quentin Jeeves and Reginald Johnson. But tomorrow they'll face off with one of the top defenses in the country.
I mean, you can watch the tape for 2 minutes, and you can realize how great of a defensive team they are. I mean, they take away a lot of your strengths.
Virginia is deserving of their number 1 seed, so if we can go out and do the things that we do well, but then we probably have to do them 10 to 20 times better.
Before he transferred to Hampton, Chiefs actually played alongside Virginia guard Darius Thompson at the University of Tennessee.
Both transferred at the same time. We work out every summer. We just got a great bond, and it's kind of just cool.
That's my big brother right there. Q, since we got to Tennessee together, when I first got there, he really just took me up under his wing. Really was a big brother figure to me.
Tomorrow is all about winning, and the Pirates feel, having won a tournament play-in game last year, they're battle-tested, and even against a number 1 seed, have a chance.
Last year, us winning that first 4 got us comfortable, and then us playing Kentucky, I feel like we didn't win, but we played really well against a team that was undefeated till the end of the year, and I feel like going into this year, we're just calm, relaxed, and we're just ready to make an upset.
Now the Pirates will square off against the number 1 seed UVA. We'll have more on them tonight at 10:45. In Raleigh, North Carolina, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap.
All right, thank you, Nathan. We'll look for you again tonight. But do the Virginia Cavaliers, what do they think about Hampton? They seem to be impressed.
The way college basketball is this year with the balance, it's there. So, yeah, we know we're going to have to play. And just was talking about Hampton's ability and their veteran experience and the fact that they won a game last year in the tournament. This isn't new to them. So it's about playing at a high level for the majority of the possessions throughout the game.
They like to get up and down. They like to shoot a lot, play fast pace. So we're going to try to slow them down a little bit with our pack line and get back in transition.
The Christopher Newport basketball team is going to the Final Four for the first time in the school's 49-year history. The Captives will take on St. Thomas from Minnesota Saturday night in the national semifinal of the Division III Final Four at the Salem Civic Center. CNU has won 21 straight games. They only lost 1 all season, so an exciting weekend ahead for Christopher Newport. Join me for 15 minutes of local sports tonight at 10:45 on the Fox 43 Sports Wrap. We'll have more from Nathan Epstein and Raleigh, and I'll see you guys back here at 11.
Heating things up on and off the court.
Yeah, for today, but then tomorrow that's going to be a little bit different. We'll drop on down a bit, 73, 67, much cooler for the weekend.